Sherard's film favourite, Kind Hearts and Coronets at 1:35, following a British-made design classic, the deck chair.
At a time of globalisation, when all high streets look the same and design has become so uniform, there are some strange objects that us Brits just won't let go of. Unusual designs that strangely endure. After all, we are a nation who loves the outsider, the eccentric, the unsung hero. And we're here to celebrate just that. Welcome to British Made. Think of some of the most British locations you can imagine, from the seaside to city parks. There you'll find a classic piece of British design, the humble deck chair. In this programme, we'll explore the history of a national institution and find out why it stood the test of time.
It's fairly durable, it's very comfortable, and the deck chair just looks so charming and elegant.
We'll get to the bottom of just why they're so difficult to put up. And as a nation, what do we think of this important part of our national heritage?
Stripy, uncomfortable.
Fiddly.
I just hate the deck chair.
Awkward to put up.
Simple but complicated. Love them or hate them, the deck chair has endured.
The deck chair's lasted so long because the design is an English classic.
Deck chairs now come in all shapes and sizes, with awnings, with arms, room enough for one, big enough for two, and one size fits all. But when it comes to actually putting one up, it's not as easy as it looks. Take note, here comes the science bit.
Chair goes upright.
But hang on a minute.
The bottom bar goes down.
No, I've never done one of these, girls, so bear with me, please.
That's it, okay, yeah, that's it.
The top one goes into the bottom one.
Ta-da! Yeah. Oh, perfect.
Excellent.
It's as easy as that.
You enjoy yourself in there, Mother. That's
Thank
it.
you.
Be careful now. Mind the arthritis. Oh, lovely.
Thanks, love.
Today's deck chair is found very firmly on dry land, but its beginnings were somewhere altogether very different. The clue's in the name. Think about it. Yes, that's right. The deck chair gets its name from sitting on the deck of a ship. Introduced to early steamliners, the forerunner of the deck chair was the steamer chair. Made of teak, they often had a split cane seat and could be folded and stacked below deck. But they were heavy, bulky, and took up lots of space, like, well, just every other type of chair. Enter an engineer by the name of John Thomas Moore. He saw this gap in the market and in 1886 came up with a simple, lightweight chair, substituted teak for beech and woven seat for cotton canvas. Striped fabric, popular in Edwardian times, was the ideal choice. Easy to make in large quantities, as well as being the perfect pattern to hide stains and wear and tear. The chair was not only easy to move, but folded flat and took up very little space. The deck chair was born. His design was a hit, and at the height of transatlantic travel, P&O liners snapped them up for the decks of their ships. The cotton canvas dried out easily if it became wet, and the light beech frame was solid and didn't warp. In the early 1900s, the deck chair made the leap to terra firma, and by the 20s, the fashion for healthy sea air turned the British coastline into a popular destination for day trippers. The deck chair was perfect for parking your bum on the beach without getting it full of sand. Annually, about 15 million people were attracted to seaside resorts across the country. On Blackpool Beach alone, in 1 year, they rented 66,580 deck chairs. City parks, tennis courts, and even that British institution, the cricket match, all quickly discovered the benefits of this simple canvas chair. But deck chairs don't put themselves up. For that, you need a deck chair attendant, and one man who knows only too well what it was like to work on one of the busiest stretches of beach on the south coast is John Guy Hawthorne.
I was a deck chair attendant on Southsea Beach from 1949 to 1952. In those days the beaches got really very crowded. We'd start about 10 o'clock if we were lucky and would go on till 6 o'clock in the evening, and then we would pack up all the chairs, which was such hard work. You'd start at one end of the beach and all you could see was the entire beach stretching away in front of you, littered with empty deck chairs. It had its attractive moments, that, although bathing costumes weren't quite so skimpy in those days, it was still quite attractive to a red-blooded young student.
In the 60s, the arrival of the package holiday saw the British heading to the sunny beaches of Spain, leaving our beaches empty and the deck chair out of a job. I think many of us have a love-hate relationship with the deck chair. My abiding memories are of getting them out at the beginning of summer, putting them up and going straight through rotten cloth, or having my brothers kick the rear support away so you go flatten your bum. But despite some serious design flaws, for what it does, the deck chair just can't be beat.
It's very relaxing, isn't it, when you're walking along the prom and you suddenly see a deck chair?
Yeah.
Summer sunshine, sitting on the beach with the ice cream running down, wiping the baby's face. You know, it's it's just all about the seaside, really.
Today, the deck chair is enjoying something of a renaissance, with a new generation of stylish looks gracing the best-dressed beaches and gardens. From fashionable stripes to something literary. And what about the man who started it all? Well, for John Thomas Moore, although deck chairs kept him in business for many years, in the end they were his downfall. Tragically, in 1911, he had a serious accident in his factory that resulted in an arm being amputated, and in 1914, his factory closed down. Its simple functional design and one-size-fits-all model has made it a timeless classic. Unchanged since it was first produced, the deck chair is an enduring part of British eccentricity.